Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna open packs. I think I'm just gonna let him roll with it. He's got it, you know. I mean, I don't have enough packs. I saw you were gonna open generations on your claim now. That'd be cool. I love generations. When is that? Do you know? I'm still trying to. How does my microphone sound? Yeah? Is it good? Yeah, you're good. So I'm just gonna leave it then. But you don't hear like a reverb or anything? Yeah, we're good then. Royalty Gaming. Yeah, I really like him. Okay, now you can, right? There we go. Okay. I hit this mic off. I don't know what's going on. I have like a camera up top with a microphone. I have a microphone right here. I could do my headphones. I got too much stuff. I need like a universal remote. I want to buy one. I want to buy a $600 camera. Like this Logitech. Yeah. Oh, really? Good. It was just like $100. Yeah. Yeah. This is just like the Logitech HD 1080p. Like it has a microphone in it. It was like $100. I think it was cheap. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Is this already on YouTube? Okay. That way I could. Oh, and you can give this away. So this is like a the Munch screen binder. I have some of those. Yeah, I think yeah, okay. Master Blaster. See, now I can't hear you. Oh, okay. This is crazy. This is madness. Yeah, yeah. YouTube. That's alright. Hey, Master Blaster. Is my screen really blue? Do I look really blue? Because I could see like a little thumbnail of me, and I'm like, I look super blue. I'm a blue man, but then that's kind of dark. Yeah, it's dark. It's all right. This is cool though. So you're using Streamlabs.
I had to learn it. It was, oh god, it was terrible. Ever again. I'm not
Hopefully you
I
only have to
am
learn it
not
once.
a technology person. I'm not a tech savvy person. So
Oh, I'm super blue. What is up
you
with
are
that?
very blue. The background for this.
I need to like
You're like really blue.
brown. That's weird.
Oh yeah. Oh, they can hear us. Oh crap. I'm not. I'm not.
That's okay. It's all right. Oh man.
So.
Let's see.
All right. Oh.
This is my first live stream. I'm pretty excited.
Oh yeah, likewise. Yeah, you kind of blew. Oh, they could see us now. There you go. I think we're alive by accident. Hey guys, I actually pressed the live. But hey, there you go. I actually yeah, I really totally pressed it by accident, but it's alright. Hey guys, hey Master
That's
Blaster.
right.
Hey Fetished. Hi guys. Hey, 5 people watching. That's excellent. I'm really appreciative of everybody here, and it's a very small channel. It's gonna grow, and I would like to, of course, introduce Swami. I met him. Well, first of all, I was watching his video, and I found them to be hilarious. I was laughing so much, and then he was on Royalty Gaming, so I decided this guy knows what he's talking about. He's a collector. Are you gonna stay on YouTube forever? Maybe. Hopefully. And anyways, just to do a quick introduction, so he can, Swami, the floor is all yours.
Yeah. Hey everybody. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I'm Swami. I got a YouTube channel. I started it in 2020, and I started it kind of right after it just started to blow up. I don't know, April, May, June, sometime around there. But I was kind of worried about people buying into the Pokemon card market because prices were exploding everywhere, and there was a lot of hype and a lot of excitement, and which is all good, but I didn't really see a lot of channels that were kind of exercising caution, or kind of trying to help people learn more about what they were spending money on. But that's kind of why I jumped in. I'm a big bear. I'm kind of bearish on the Pokemon market, but at the same time bullish. Like I just I got into Pokemon like 2014. I was surfing Craigslist, and I would buy stuff off Craigslist and resell it and stuff, and just for fun. And I saw a collection on there, and it was going for a couple $100, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, $200 for Pokemon cards? Like seriously? I mean, I like Pokemon, but when I opened it, I saw there was a first edition Charizard, Drakafu, and it was French. And I checked eBay, and it was going for like $250. So I went and bought the collection, and that Charizard sold within like a couple days. It was a really nice first edition
Charizard, and then yeah, I got to keep the rest of the holos for free, and I sold some more so I could buy more collections, and then I just kind of just went from there. I just started doing that over and over, and now we're here in 2021.
Nice. So you've been collecting, if I'm doing the math right, about 7 years?
Going on it, yeah.
Going on 7
Yeah,
years.
wow.
Okay, so you're more of a
Yeah.
collector
I mean,
and an investor.
yeah, I mean, I always used Pokemon money. Like I started with the $200 and then I never had to spend more than that. I would spend my own money on like 2 booster boxes for any set that came out, separate of like the Pokemon fund. And then I would just all my collection buying and everything, that was all Pokemon. So I would sell. I was always selling, but that was to buy more.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I played when I was a kid, and kind of I actually grew into Yu-Gi-Oh, and then yeah, I came back in 2014.
Gotcha.
I love Pokemon.
I gotcha. I remember when Pokemon was the popularity was declining, and then Yu-Gi-Oh was increasing the popularity, and people were saying, "Get into Yu-Gi-Oh, buy Yu-Gi-Oh." I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh though, but I think as of right now, I think the popularity for both is both increasing, but I think Pokemon is not winning the competition. So
Oh yeah, I
without a
mean,
doubt,
lights out. I think
yeah,
collectibles
Mhm.
all over are kind of
Yeah.
exploding, but Pokemon is by far and away. I think it passed Magic. I think if Magic starts to move more towards Pokemon, I mean, so much of that community plays the game, and they don't want to grade their cards because they want to play the game. But yeah, I mean, Pokemon is just Yu-Gi-Oh, and I don't even collect Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. Like I never went back to Yu-Gi-Oh. I grew out of that too. But Yu-Gi-Oh was pretty much the thing that moved me from off of Pokemon as a kid. It was a fun card game, and I was talking to somebody. He was showing me a game now, and I don't know if some of those cards were banned, but his first move took like 10 minutes, and that isn't fun, right? So I don't think I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh again, but
When I
yeah.
bought a lot of collection is when Yu-Gi-Oh got really popular and people were selling the Pokemon card collection, and that's when I bought the most collection. So yeah, and I have some
That's
Pokemon
great.
there all
So
sold out. You're funny, Hypebeast. He's funny. Um, maybe if you win some giveaway, perhaps. But anyways, so I got a couple of questions we're gonna go into dive, and people are always welcome to rewatch the stream. And I'm really glad because the last stream was really lagging, and I think I fixed it. What do you think? I think I fixed it.
it looks good to me.
I know the last one was
Yeah.
lagging, and I think
I look super
I
blue.
fixed. You do. I think that's your camera.
I don't
Hi.
know how to fix that. That's all
I.
right.
That's
I'm not
okay.
that blue.
Yeah. Blue, like the sound. Hi, I saw you a few times posting in live chat at Pokenomics with Jake and Rafi. Where do you live? I'm curious since most people don't collect languages besides English, Japanese. That's a great question.
Yeah, Watsi, I've seen you. How you doing? I'm in Denver, Colorado, and I really do like Japanese a lot. I even have some Korean cards. Like there's certain cards that I like to get, and I think it's Korean. I'm not even sure, but it could be Chinese. But um, the text box is a lot smaller, and on these new modern full arts, like you get more of the artwork. And so sometimes I'll even like collect Korean or Chinese or whatever, if it's a $5 card and it's not going to be $100, like I don't I don't mind. But typically I collect in English first and then Japanese. Yeah. Japanese is great. Do you like Japanese? PokeGal?
I am not a huge Japanese collector. I'm more of a collector, but I'm starting to get into Japanese. I actually bought about I think $5,000 worth of the Cat's Meowth Japanese collection. I'm sure you heard
Wow.
yeah, she's selling her whole collection. So, but yeah, and she has about 1,000 cards in PSA grading right now to be graded. So they're all coming back. But I do collect.
Good for her.
I know, and she. I asked her if she's gonna miss it. I think she will. I think she will, but I think she has priorities right now, and I think with the collection with Pokemon, I think it's helping her. So, hey CJ, um, but yeah, so
CJ do work.
what's
Hey
up, you
man.
guys? So I'm pretty excited for that. But let's go get some questions. I'm really glad it's not lagging. I know I read it. Said I'm really
You're gonna
glad.
have to show me how you did it because I've yet to do it.
Do what?
You're gonna have to show me how you did it because I haven't done it yet. Like a live stream through YouTube. So you're doing it through Streamlabs.
Yeah, I'm doing it through Streamlab, and Royalty Gaming helped me with that. Well, at least 10 people helped me with that because I was so stressed out I couldn't do it. But then they said that if you live stream to Discord, it's much better. Don't do it in Zoom. So I fixed that. Um, so I completely fixed that. I'm really glad. So we got some questions, and then we're gonna go from there. So you haven't been making. I think the last YouTube video you made was a couple of weeks ago. So
yeah, so last week I did take a break. We did my wife and I did some cool stuff. One day we hit the zoo, another day we hit the science museum, where there was the Lego display, and I thought it was cool because he had the Scream display, but in a Lego version, kind of like how Pokemon did the Scream, that kind of artwork. Mm-hmm. So I see Pokemon everywhere. But then another night we did botanical gardens with zoo lights. But I did take a break. It's been tough. The market has been tough. I think last night I was watching a special delivery Pikachu hit $6,000. Did you see that? Have you heard of that?
I heard that a PSA 10 got sold for $14,000. I mean, that's what I heard. I didn't see it, but I think I heard
14,000.
14,000. That's what I heard. I don't know if the transaction was paid, but that's what I heard. And I also heard rumors, and these are just rumors. It's just people talking that they might be a reprint. But again, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised because that's what Pokemon wants, money. I think doing a reprint, especially with Pokemon Center, I would not be surprised whatsoever. So
I mean, it's stuff like that. It just it throws me off, right? It just, what I was watching last night, I think there was still 3 days left on the auction, and I was looking at the bidders, and there was a shill bidder in there up until about, there was real people bidding until about $3,200, and then there was some shill bidders in there, or what looked like shill bidders, and it was up to $6,100. But that card shouldn't be anywhere near that, right? It should be very cheap, in my opinion. I know it's a pretty cool card overall, but I just don't understand, the Scream promos. I sold a Scream Mimikyu the other day. It was a 9.5 CGC, and it's a great looking card. It's really cool. The Scream promo You could go to the museum. I heard that people were going through the museum and like just doing circles to try and get more cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool story. You know, I mean, this guy, this special delivery, well, what did you have to spend $50 to get it? Was
I
it
think
50
it's
or something like that?
yeah, I think it's 50. Yeah, I think it's 50. Yeah, I think it is 50 or 40. One of it.
So
One of it.
what I don't understand why it's so special. I mean, other than the name. So but I see stuff like this all the time, and I don't know. I've been struggling because I don't know how to collect. Like
Yeah.
this week, I sold a $500 CGC8 Shining Mewtwo, and I sold a $500 PSA 10 Cosmic Eclipse Full Art Pikachu. Now they're both really cool cards, but I don't know how to assess value. I don't have any price recognition, so for me to go out and spend money on cards has been kind of tough. 25th, I see CJ do work. Thoughts on the 25th anniversary skateboard debacle?
Oh,
and
it
how
was
do you
only
think they should handle
$25.
special
I thought it
props?
was 50. I didn't know. I don't have one. Like wait, I take that back. I take that back. Um my roommate has one, and we kind of share a little bit of a collection. So I semi have a special delivery Pikachu, but it's probably a card that I'm not too worried about. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I think, in my opinion, that there might be a reprint. In my honest opinion, because that's a trend that's Pokemon that's going towards. They want their money, and what's the hype? I think that's my honest opinion, but
It'd be so
I
easy.
could be wrong.
Just say we're going to run this promotion again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with Hidden Fates. And there's a lot of things with how the Pokemon community does it. And this is what happened back then with Warm Skies, where this full art shamings, they were going for like $200, and everybody went out and bought the market. They would buy the booster boxes. They would go out and buy the full art shamings, and it were going for like 250 because it was such a playable card. And guess what Pokemon did? Massive reprint. Massive reprint. Until I think I think a couple of months ago, you can still get a Roaring Sky booster box for $100. So massive reprint. And but
well, I mean, yeah, you know, like I've been looking for printers. If any of you guys have found new printers, I've been searching for warehouses opening with, you know, new printers, and then who gets them. I haven't seen any printers. Now, I don't know if I'm just terrible at searching, but I'm looking for, you know, Topps or Panini or Fleer, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering. I'm just looking for any new printers because if Pokemon had more available capacity to print, they would be printing to the moon right now.
Oh yeah,
so I think that's
agree.
kind of saving
I
the market.
absolutely agree.
Yeah, and they're gonna get it. They're going to. It might take 2 years, 3 years, but they're gonna get printers and they're gonna print. Right now, that's not the case. Watsy asked, "Are you a raw PSA or sealed collector?" I was a raw collector. I was a sealed PSA and a raw, and now I'm moving to CGC and sealed everything. Like I have. This is my next submission, and I'm just gonna keep submitting cards, and I think I might be selling everything. Like anything that will sell, I think I will sell it. I just don't know how to handle my collecting anymore. It's a little weird. But your sealed collection is amazing.
Oh
like
yeah,
I was showing
I
a
have a
couple
lot.
guys last night.
Yeah, I'm a seal collector, and that's my advice for anybody, I mean, everybody has different investment advice, and I think that because I don't know if you know what I do for a living, I don't want to say what I do for, but um from what I learned is that there's a lot of channels out there. They tell people what to invest in, but I don't think they know how to convey or communicate to the viewers how to invest or how to invest properly to save money. Because I think you can really invest in almost anything, but you need to invest properly and most importantly, smartly. That's what it is. But I think we skipped CJ's question. What thoughts on the Pokemon 25th anniversary skateboard?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And how
The
do you think it will
skateboard.
handle? Mhm.
I heard a lot of people tried to get it. And I think Pokemon was protecting against bots, which I don't think we can complain about, because, man, like it's good to not have bots or have protection against bots.
Mhm.
I don't blame them either for, like, I was listening to Squeaks, and
Yeah.
Squeaks' experience was kind of a negative one because
Mhm.
he was trying for like 45 minutes apparently,
Mhm.
and without getting a notification that it was sold out. Yeah, they can get a notification. I'm sure they'll try their best to program a notification into people trying to get a skateboard in the future. Just one of those things. Hey, it's really cool that Pokemon is that hype,
Mhm.
you know, that many people trying to get Pokemon items. It's pretty cool. It brings you back to like a kid when
Right.
everyone loved Pokemon. I've gone 5 years of just the only way I could talk about Pokemon was if I sold Pokemon and made some money off of it because no one cared about Pokemon. And I did a terrible job at finding other people. I guess it just never dawned on me that there were other people out there. Like, I know you've been in Facebook groups.
Oh
There was
yeah.
E4 up on the internet forever. I should have looked harder, but I was like on an island. Like, I never got to talk about Pokemon, and I've talked more Pokemon in the last month, for example, than I had in those first 5 years, and I really appreciate that. So that's what's kept it alive. If I hadn't started talking to people, everything would already be gone, and I would have sold everything already. Because for me, like the card side,
Mhm.
the prices are just too crazy for me to kind of know what's going on. I mean, I don't know. It was so much more stable back in the day. Like you would look at a card that you were looking to collect, and I remember the longest one that took me was the Shining Tyranitar PSA 10. That
Mhm.
took me the longest time to actually get a hold of. And they were up there on eBay. And at the time, I think they were like $200. Um, but it had been around there for months and months and months, right? I didn't feel like it was going to just at any day it could be 900 or 1,000. But
Mhm.
then at the same time, when I bought it, I wasn't afraid that the next day it was going to be 40 or 50, and I
Mhm.
just paid 220. So that's the market I'm used to, and to see the market of today, it's been kind of tough. It's been kind of tough.
Oh, it's really really tough. And I think I wanted your opinion. So for the skateboard with the Pikachu, do you think people are genuinely interested in that for collection, or do you think they're trying to buy the skateboard and just flip it?
I think there's definitely both people, and there's definitely people that want to collect it. Um, I think the first time I even learned about skateboards was Twice Baked Jake.
Mhm.
Uh, I so there's guys like him that definitely want it. People like him, but then there's definitely people that want to flip it. Definitely. And I think probably most of them want to flip it. So it's kind of hard to tell like what a good value is for it, but I think there's a lot of people out there that want it. I never even knew it was coming out, to be honest. I'm not a big skateboard guy, so.
Leonhardt is making a store that makes you feel like you're in the 90s again. So first edition boxes will be selling for 20. I really like Leonhardt. I really do. It took me some time to warm up to him, but I think after just watching a couple of videos, he really cares for the community. That's my opinion. Yeah, some of his videos can be very clickbait, but I think he genuinely cares for the community.
Oh yeah.
I do. And that's besides the point of being clickbait and overreaction.
Yeah,
sometimes, but
he
I think
did good.
he genuinely cares for the community.
I think he's a good guy.
Yeah, I like primetime Pokemon as well. I never try so hard to give a company $250 of my money.
Primetime Pokemon. So I really appreciated Leonhardt because I'm a primetime Pokemon guy. And I love Primetime. He is so like mellow, just the same key. And when Primetime quit, I cried. I
did too. I messaged Ryan.
Oh my God.
I did. I messaged Ryan on Facebook and I said, "Come back." And then when he I messaged him, and when he made a video saying that he might consider coming back, I said, "Come back. We need you," because he was very honest and very honest.
Oh, just all about opening, all about collecting, and I just a good person. Correct. But then Leonhardt, he made that video to, to help Primetime come back. That's when I really started to like Leonhardt. And then, when Primetime did come back, he had a birthday stream last July, and my birthday's in July. And he opened up the Breaks in Charizard card. I cried again. Like he got so excited, and he never gets excited. He never like, oh my gosh, so when he got that excited on his birthday, he came back. I don't know. I cried again. I was glad he came back. Definitely.
Oh yeah. So what is your favorite Pokemon set?
I like Neo, all of the Neos. Okay. Those are my favorite. I love light and dark Pokemon. The art is beautiful.
Did you hear about the rumor? Well, it's everything is all speculation. Yeah, that there might be a Neo reprint, or instead of how they did evolutions for base, they might do a Neo reprint. So everything is all speculation. I think that would be cool. That or Team Rocket, but I'm hoping it's Neo because Neo was more back then was a shorter print. So So your favorite Pokemon card?
Oh man, it changes with the day. Lugia, Light Arcanine, that Umbreon card I just got, which is another set that might be one of my favorites, Pokemon Verse. I have like 4 Scyther favorite cards that are my all-time favorite on any given day. What's your favorite Pokemon card?
That is tough. I think I have it displayed here, but I'm eventually gonna get it graded. I just probably Blaine's Charizard.
Yeah. But that's all right. That's all right. I really like
also
like this
the first edition base. Oh, there
the
you go.
Mulchos.
There you go. Yeah.
I like that one. That I had a good story with that one.
Tell us.
Oh, we have a family friend, and they have a son who's at the time he was maybe 11 or 10,
Mhm.
and his name's Carter too. My name's Carter, and he showed me the stained glass Articuno Moltres Zapdos. It was leaked in Japanese like months before Hidden Fates, and that was the first time I pre-ordered Japanese, and I pre-ordered 2. I think it was Sky Legends, and I gave him one, and then I got one, and we just started opening, and I opened up the stained glass and I gave it to him. But yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. One of my favorite cards. I mean, most of
Very
the time it's my
nice.
favorite. But
And I'm shocked. That's a modern card too. So
well, it's probably the best story I have. I mean, I can't remember a lot of my childhood stories. So SGR the 7th, what's up, man?
hey, what's up, West Coast? Hey, yeah, great card. I definitely agree. Definitely agree. Most boring artwork design if you have to choose. Most boring artwork Pokemon design if you have to choose.
Most, let's see, most what artwork?
Boring artwork / Pokemon design if you have to choose.
Boring.
Boring.
They don't do a very good job with Jirachi. There's some Jirachi cards that are really cool, but they could do such a better job with like Jirachi. I don't know. I've always wanted better Jirachi artworks. I don't know why. And maybe I'm way off. My favorite one is the one it has a heart in it from Generations.
Oh, those are nice. Those are nice. I have a lot of generation packs. A lot.
Yeah.
I to be honest, Fetish, that's a hard question, but I can tell you what is my least favorite Pokemon and my least favorite card is Mushana. It just it looks like a fetus. That's my least favorite card. Least. Bye, hype. Thank you for waiting for a little bit. Swami, you collect sports cards too? I heard you mention sports card brand earlier. There you go. That's a great question.
Yeah, I collect all Michael Jordan cards. And then I'm given any Chicago Bears cards. Sometimes buddies at work will give me. I was just looking around and I think I put them in the back. But yeah, Michael Jordan, I've collected. If I hit like a flea market or something, I'll buy any Michael Jordans that I see, or maybe just 10 at a time. Let's see. Yeah, I think I put them up.
Probably.
But
Where I live in Canada, there's a lot of people of Pokemon cards all over the world. Nothing about. Lucky because I live in California and it's sold out almost everywhere. But I have friends that live in Montana, Texas, and they'll take pictures when they go to Walmart and Target. They'll be like, "Look at how stocked up my store is." I'm like, "Oh, come on, right?
Get me some.
Get me some.
I'll pay you.
Yeah, they're like, "Get me some." But anyways, they would go out and they would just buy a whole bunch of seal products. And I know I reiterated like I am a big proponent of seal products. If you guys want to invest in any, that's the safest bet. Seal products.
It is the safest, in my opinion.
The safest.
Yep.
And opening packs, and getting them graded is not the best way. Want a card, and I always say, if you want a card, go out, buy it. I open packs for fun, right? And you said it before. You open packs for fun, and I love opening packs with a couple of my friends, but that's not because I'm the best. I just
right.
Correct.
Exactly. Just have a good time.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
It's for entertainment. But there are other channels out there that portray themselves as investment. when they open packs and when they sell you something. I think that's borderline.
Yeah.
That's my honest opinion.
There's a lot of scams out there. And then there's also a lot of good people that are giving terrible advice. And then there's a lot of good people giving terrible advice that's actually amazing advice because the market is terrible.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like there's just too much madness, too much craziness.
Rachi, what do you think about them not keeping up with safe, or will they issue it? I don't think that they'll do a don't. I think if you are going to invest with, I think it's gonna be sealed products, sealed. I know that I said, but that is I. What is a card for Sun and Moon that if I were to buy a PS, what do you think?
Well, I really did like that Cosmic Eclipse full art Pikachu.
That's true.
Sun and Moon, the Burning Shadows Charizard.
That PS.
Yeah, you know, Sun and Moon. Gosh, the tag teams. I love all the tag teams.
Yes.
And the team ups, and I think I saw Team Up was selling for some crazy price. I don't know. I can't remember. Sun and Moon, I don't think they have enough printer capacity. And like I said, I haven't seen any new printers. I've been looking for like warehouses to pop up and start printing and get under contract with somebody. I don't own any baseball cards, by the way. But I've been waiting for to see printers, and then I'm trying to find out, okay, if there's a new printer, who is going to be printing there? Is it going to be Yu-Gi-Oh? Is it going to be, Fleer Tops? Is it going to be Panini, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering? And I haven't seen any. I don't know if anyone else is looking into that, but Pokemon is just too backed up. I think they're going to reprint Hidden Fates. Personally, I think they're going to, print 25th anniversary a lot. That's going to be a big deal. And I don't know if they're going to have enough capacity to keep up with, to get Sun and Moon in there. I mean, isn't half of Sun and Moon already out of rotation?
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, the first half of Sun and Moon is out of rotation. I don't think they're going to be reprinting that. Hidden Fates has, I believe, another almost a year in rotation. So I think Hidden Fates, I think they need to reprint Hidden Fates and Shining Fates and 25th anniversary, and they just need to print those because those are going to be so hard to get that they'll be flying off the shelves.
I heard that they're doing a second TB run for Hidden Fates by the end of February. That's what I heard. Not end of this month, but end of February. So the ETBs were selling for, as of right now, I think sold for $175. I heard it making second run Hidden Fates. That's what I heard from just basically reading the comments of people that were dealing with distributors. That's what I heard. Nothing confirmed yet.
Great.
But yeah.
Great. I think they need to make it as available as possible. I mean,
yes.
If, gosh, like Carter, that 10, 11-year-old, he hasn't been able to get an ETB, right? So the only way to get the English version of this amazing stained glass card that we had fun opening in Japanese, the only way to get that is through the ETB promo. And he hasn't been able to get that yet. And he wants it, he wants the English version. So get as many printed as possible. It's still in rotation. I see, I don't know if I skipped anybody, I won't, but I did see SGR said them reprinting boxes out of left field. Hidden Fates reprints can be bad in the future. I just think, yeah, they reprinted Evolutions out of left field, right? But that wasn't that the only set that they've reprinted outside of rotation?
That's a good question.
I don't
Sure.
I don't remember any other set that they did that for.
That's a very good. Don't. I also remember, like I was telling the cat's meow, that when in 2016, there was a little line at my art shop, closed down now, and people would go buy it. And then after 6 months, it died down. And then when people were opening up boxes and Evolution pack, they were like, "Oh my god, Evolution!" And I myself was getting tired of Evolution. I have so many packs and packs of Evolution just sitting in my storage, and I think I have like 3 boxes up there, or where it's sitting here, and I thought to myself, like old school Pokemon. I remember I was watching his video, like, I regret buying these. And he had cases and cases. He was just like,
Oh yeah.
I need to sell them. I need to sell them for $90. He's like, I just want to break even. I'm losing money on this. He said it in his video. It's old school Pokemon. And I thought it was so funny. And now I heard it's
I interviewed
1,000.
old school Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got a
me.
ton.
Uh-huh.
He got a lot of evolutions.
Yeah.
He went. Oh my gosh! So he got all these evolutions cases, and then he left in the beginning of 2020. He went on a boat for his regular job, and he left for months, so he couldn't sell them. And by the time he got back, they were selling for like $500.
What? Yeah, he's probably really happy. And another box that people hated when it first came out is Legendary Treasures. It was a joke of a town, because I've been in Burbank for quite a while, but it's a joke for the town where I live, and just some local card shop. They'll trade you. They'll be like, I have a booster box of Legendary Treasures, and they'll be like, just joking, and they hated the card there. And now look where it is. I mean, it's still on the lower end compared to, but they hated it, and it's so funny how a little bit of hype can product.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sorry, we're just
like
talking. We gotta read the comments. That's real breaking Nate historical talk. I really like. I think he's. Oh my god! In Cali, you must be dealing with high rent. Oh yeah, absolutely. Rent's ridiculous. Long, hi Long. How much in total have you spent on Pokemon total? Well, you can go first on that. That's the tough question.
We had the same reaction. We were both like, too much, a lot of money. I mean, but so what? So all of my singles collection and everything, it took me, so I was flipping. So I started with that $200, and then I flipped it and flipped it and flipped it. But I wasn't doing it every weekend. It was just kind of like a fun hobby thing that I would do maybe once a month, maybe once every other month. And I didn't actually have enough money. Grading wasn't really a big thing, but I didn't really have that much money to grade because I wasn't putting my own money in for like 2 years. So technically on like my collection side, I've only spent a couple $100, $200, but that was almost 7 years ago. And, but I would spend personal money. I would buy, except for Flashfire, I bought a lot of Flashfire, but, I'd buy 2 booster boxes of every new product. And so that was my own money. So 4 sets a year, call it $100 to make it easy. 4 times 2 is 8. So it's $800 a year for 6 years. So, I mean, not too crazy, but pretty good chunk, maybe $1,000 a year, something like that.
1,000. Okay. I don't sell. I'm pretty sure you guys have look at my collection. Notice I do not sell. I just hoard all the cards, and only one time hoarding pays off. um, so I am not really a PS probably because instead of taking the money to grade, I just take the money and buy more collection. That's why I have like a lot of like you saw my collection. It's a lot.
A
I think
lot.
a
It's
lot.
insane.
I have over probably I probably purchased over 300 plus collections throughout 22 years of collecting. I think I probably spent 100,000. I think till now I probably spent about 3,000 a month buying cards. Buying cards.
No way.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my
If
God.
you were to see my eBay, you guys would be like, "Oh my god." So yeah, right now I'm buying. I'm telling people that if you were to buy and you want to some cards and just products, buy Japanese Pikachu. That's my prediction. My opinion. Buy the buy it will go up. So I bought I bought the Japanese cosplay
This is a
Pikachu.
promo.
Back then I got them for hold on real quick. I came a little closer.
I've been buying Pikachu promos.
Oh yeah, that's
I've been buying
a very
Japanese
safe bet in my
promos
opinion.
a lot, actually.
This I got it. I don't know if you guys can. This card Jetman 10 back then $21, you guys. I kid you not.
She's like,
$21.
Gem Mid 10.
$21.
Bam.
Buddy.
That's awesome, though. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I mean,
but again, I've always been a collector, not.
And so
There
you're just gonna take all this to the grave, or do you think you will sell one day?
So with my website opening, I am selling some packs, selling some booster boxes as well as some life breaks, but not like royalty gaming. That's full on. I can't handle that. I don't think I'll ever
Mhm.
handle that, especially. But I've given this whole collection, whatever you guys see with my storage, to 3 animal rescue. So one that I have here, which is the dog and cat rescue. Mostly cats. I want to just base donate. Very heavily involved with animals. A little bit more than that, but I've given a collection. If anything were to happen to me, this would go to charity. My mom, who doesn't know anything about Pokemon, I said, if anything were to happen to me, or not to sell my Pokemon cards, and she said to me, I think 2 months, why? They're worth like $200. She said that. All these booster boxes that I have, she was like, it's worth $200, honey. It's nothing. I'm like sitting there like, Mom, you can buy like a house with this. Like, oh, that was funny. With the current situation, would you be surprised or not if the example of Evolution Boxer reached 2,000? I am not surprised. I would. There's a lot of debate on this, but I want to hear your opinion.
I think the market is uneducated, not uneducated. They're just not as experienced. I think the majority of the market is not as experienced. And it's tough to understand how much evolutions is out there for somebody that's new. Like the way I was just trying to describe this to somebody last night, that just imagine if they reprinted Hidden Fates for another 4 years, right? So I know there was a lot of backlash there was a lot of new people that were kind of had some backlash when they just the first reprint of Hidden Fates, which anything within the rotation is fair game. That's the way I've always understood it. But just imagine them constantly coming out with Hidden Fates for like the next 4 years. Like that is the way I try to describe evolutions. Now, that's a lot of product, and well, like that's the other thing. I was in a discussion last night about this. We looked up the ETBs, and you can get for $650, you can get the same amount of booster packs as a booster box. What are we doing?
Yeah.
It's things like that that give me zero confidence in the market. And so if I have zero confidence, I don't know how to purchase my own collection. And if I'm not purchasing my own collection, then I'm really struggling with the hobby.
Yeah.
You know? Because I don't know, it's really tough to collect. You know, I got my storage unit guy. He actually was texting me right before we got on, and you know that's the most exciting part about collecting for me right now, because like I don't know what he has. He could have anything, and that's kind of fun. You know, he finds some Pokemon cards in a storage unit, but it's cheap. It's been like $200 to $300 every time. Sometimes it's worth $50. Most times it's worth $1,000. One time it was a full, complete Neo Genesis binder. You know, it was
Wow.
like, but like when I'm looking at the hobby on eBay or just anywhere really, it's like it's so crazy. It's so crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
I sold the Cosmic Eclipse full art Pikachu trainer, kind of like the whole waifu thing going on.
Yeah. Red sheet.
For
Not the red
$500.
sheets. What? For PS or just raw?
It was PSA 10. It was a PSA 10. Maybe it's worth $500. I bought it for way less. But you know, I had the Pokemon breeder full art from, I believe, Evolutions, and it's a cute. You know, I think Milk Tank is on there with this Pokemon breeder girl, and it's a cute artwork in a CGC 9. And I totally forgot I had it up for sale, and I never went back during this whole waifu explosion to check, and it sold for $30. So literally 3 weeks ago or whatever, it was, you know, the market was telling me $30. Well, I think it's selling for like 90 now, right? And it's all because of this new wave that got started from YouTube and influencers and stuff. But I see that, like I'm seeing a lot of weird things in the market. It's tough. It's tough to know what to buy, right? But I don't know if you're struggling at all, but I have. I've been.
I don't have the fear of missing whatsoever. I don't. I'm very patient. I don't. Um, I actually, when the hidden out the black label, I think it went for
Mm-hmm.
10,000, and I
Mm-hmm.
think later on, eventually, down significant thousand. Now it's probably a little bit,
It's
but
1,200.
I never
Yeah.
have the fear of missing out. I don't even have a booster box of Vivid Volcano at all. I don't. I firmly
Good.
believe, Pokemon's just gonna print and print and print. And I think the
Yes.
people out there that are buying the
Amen.
$200 and
Amen.
$250, I'm sorry, on eBay, or $220, terrible. I would never do that. They are gonna print and print, and especially
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have that. I buy when the price is right, very patient, but that's just me. And I looked. There's a lot of face I stopped buying at Craigslist. Nothing on OfferUp has been, but Burbank that I've been buying on eBay, but I'm very patient. But
That's
because
good. That's the way
I'm
to
a
be.
collector, not somebody that. But even now, it's still hard. The reprinting of the yep,
Yeah, let's answer some questions here.
yeah. Oh, is my stream breaking up? Oh, sorry. Hope not. I
I
know per.
think it was for a little bit, but then I think it's good now.
Oh, good. I know PokeGal. I know him. Long is my friend. When I first met her, she showed me her collections. Insane. But after seeing her binders, yeah, my friend Long was like, I told him I collected Pokemon. Okay, he probably thought I had like I have a lot. Wow, acting like 1,000. Pokemama. Hey Eddie, your favorite book? Hey, I answered this question the last stream. Your turn, Swami. Favorite book?
What's that? Favorite
What is your
book?
yeah?
One more time.
What is your favorite book?
Um, probably the Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual. I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, that's probably my favorite book. I mean, I've done a lot of audiobooks. I drive a lot. Uh, so I listen to a lot of books. My favorite book, if I'm going to open up a book, it's going to be a Monster Manual. And by the way, Magic the Gathering is coming out with a Dungeons and Dragons set this year. That's
Mm-hmm.
probably my most exciting thing that I'm most excited about, actually. Over the 25th, over Shining Fates. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm excited about those, but Dungeons and Dragons I've always loved that.
Yeah. Does anybody in the chat play Dungeons and Dragons? I do. I haven't been played in a year, but I was playing with a group of friends that their game lasted over like 3 years. But it was
Wow.
yeah, 3 years.
Wow.
3 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. People are hyping up cardboard. Huh?
Actually,
Uh-huh.
what's that?
Oh no, I was just reading a comment. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What's the comment?
Oh, it says people are hyping up the cardboard, shelling out extra grand for plastic and open up. Yep, exactly. Exactly. I think it's eventually gonna die out. I do. My own. I that's again. I don't want to be called negative, but that's my own personal opinion. I think the hype will eventually die out. I don't think it's gonna be this year. I think it's most likely gonna be next year because So I don't want to go too much into detail, but I follow the stock market a lot and I do financial analysis, and they said most likely the housing market is going to crash towards the end of this year or the end of or the beginning of next year. So usually this is what just financial, and I don't want to give financial advice, but they
We're
said
not giving any
yeah,
financial advice.
yeah, but I
We're
just
not
want to
financial
say that.
advisors.
But usually when there's a pandemic, usually the housing crash, and usually with the housing market that crashes, usually a lot of things that follows, and one of them is collectibles. But that's what my prediction is. That's what I think the hype will go down. But again, I don't want to sound negative, but that's why I don't have a fear of missing out. I just don't. Um. Anyways.
Yeah. So I agree. I
Mhm.
think I was seeing that Watsy asked SGR what he
Mhm.
meant about Burning Shadows,
Mhm.
and I just wanted to throw in there that Burning Shadows has remained kind of cheap
Mhm.
because the Charizard is so hard to pull, and then it's incredibly hard to get it in a 10.
Mhm.
So but eventually, you know, people are going to keep, and because it's kind of remained cheap, you know, compared to like other sets around it, it's only cheap because that you're probably not going to even pull that Charizard. I don't know if SGR knows how many Charizards, how many boxes it takes to open a Charizard. I think it was like 1 per case, but yeah.
Oh.
But back to what you were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding everything in cash. So I made a lot of money last year off Pokemon. That's all in pretty much cash, and all the money I'm trying to make. I'm actually grading cards every week to try and flip into this market because I feel like it's a once in a Pokemon lifetime type of year. And so I'm just going to flip into this market, and then I'm holding cash everywhere because I personally feel, and don't listen to me on this because you could lose out on a lot of money if I'm wrong. But I personally feel that the stock market is going to start to melt up. It kind of feels like it has been melting up. I think it's just the start of it. If we get COVID figured out, whatever the case is, either it dies off, or the vaccine, you know, is heavily distributed, or whatever the case, as soon as we're past COVID, especially for Pokemon, you know, I heard a lot of people saying that this wasn't a bubble, that it's just our generation and we're coming into our own and we're starting to make a lot of money. Well, we're the number one generation with the most student loans. You know,
absolutely,
millennials
yes.
and Gen X, student loans are on pause right now. The average student loan payment, I think in 2016, I saw a study, it was $386 a month. That is a ton of money. Today, it's probably over $400. That's $400 a month that you are going to, you know, if you haven't paid off your student loans, which most that have gone to school have not yet, that's a lot of money that is going to Pokemon. If people are buying Pokemon, that will eventually have to go back and start to pay off these loans. A lot of homes, hopefully, if you're in forbearance, you aren't buying Pokemon cards, but that could be there. A lot of people are making more money on unemployment than the jobs they had before. There are a lot of reasons why there's more money in Pokemon, and not that people don't like Pokemon or don't want to buy Pokemon cards. But I mean, I think until October, student loans are on pause again. Either that or they're going to sign that in. And if student loans come back, that's an immediate $400 to this generation that's buying Pokemon. I mean, that's a direct, to me, it's just so clear. Who knows what's going to happen with the broader economy? I don't know if we need to get into it, but I do see Pokemon coming down. And right now, I'm kind of hoping that it at least stabilizes, so that all this money that I made, I can start to buy back in.
Yes. I think the Cat's Meowth and I think the Cat's Meowth and I were talking, and we noticed that for vintage, like Wizard of the Coast, for the last 8 years, the prices have been steadily going up. But then all of a sudden, this year just went whoop, it just skyrocketed. I do think it's gonna go down. I think it's gonna stabilize itself. I think it's gonna correct itself. That's the right word. I don't think it's ever gonna go back to the prices back then 2 or 3 years ago. I don't, and I don't know if you agree with me on that.
I don't think it'll go back down to like the beginning of or the end of 2018. I do think we've added enough new demand. But it is really funny to me if you go on PokemonPrice.com and you look at that spike in Pokemon card sales in March and April and May, that is the pros that's you and me. That's people that were already in Pokemon
Exactly.
having this FOMO. It wasn't new people that drove the
Mhm.
market up. It was literally collectors, you know, having FOMO and just they got the stimulus checks. They were at home.
Mhm.
They had more time.
Mhm.
It was collectors. So I don't think, you know, there are a lot of, someone asked what YouTubers we follow.
Mhm.
And for me, I follow a lot of YouTubers, but I'm very critical of what any of them say. And that is a big reason why. It's things like that. It's like, I don't know. I don't even think the pros are pros. I think this is a very young hobby. And you saw that in clear as day in March and April when collectors had FOMO and literally traded each other all the way up. And yeah, new people came in, but a lot of new people didn't come in until the summer or Logan Paul.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who do you follow on Facebook or YouTube?
Obviously, the cat's meow. I follow you. I like Pokenomics with Jake. Who else? Of course, Royalty Gaming. Real Breaking Neck. I actually like them. I like it all, except for maybe a couple that I don't like. But other than that, I like most of them. I think yeah. So I don't like the channels that scream out scam. So yeah, that's where I would like to
And
just
not that
stop
they're
from there.
screaming.
Scam.
They are the scam. That's what
They
you mean.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys got to be careful. There's channels out there that just I yeah. Um yeah.
I don't like them. I don't like, because it'll hurt the hobby in the long run.
Exactly. Exactly. It's exactly. And I think those channels out there, I don't know if they're doing it intentionally, but it's another thing that perhaps I would need to do a video about. Just because a card has a population of 1 or 2 doesn't mean the card's going to be worth 5,000. It's just maybe because people just don't want to grade the card and the card's not popular. And that's where some of these channels they interpret, oh hey, this card is population 2. So you set the price, and that's sad because that's where it's very misleading to new collectors, and they come in and they pay this premium PSA grading with this person, and I refuse to name any names, but that's how it is. It's just the problem. Also, the problem is that I've noticed, especially when I'm on Facebook group, I'm not on Discord a lot, but when new collectors they come in and they are genuinely interested in asking a question, is my Charizard worth this much? Is this card gradable? I feel like some of them get really picked on, and that's my honest opinion. And that's why these new collectors they go to these YouTube channels and they watch YouTube videos to learn, and that's one cause the fear of FOMO, which is the fear of missing out, and two, just wrong knowledge. And that's when they spend all their money into, I believe, cards that will never, maybe I should never say never, but
Yeah,
are just not that popular. Like some people were grading like a regular GX card from it was just like Mr. Mime GX, and they were paying $48 to grade that card. And
Oh man.
yeah, and
Oh no.
yeah, it's like,
I'm
and
guilty
they will look up the pop report and be like, well, there's nobody's grading this card, so I should grade this card. I think that's where it hurts in the yeah, $48.
I'm guilty, but like I have a ton of cards that I'm grading that I would have never graded, and I am grading a lot because I feel like I can take advantage of. It's kind of dirty, but I could never sell this card otherwise.
Yeah.
So, but if I grade it, somebody's gonna buy it, and that's not gonna last forever. And it is not good. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think anyone should buy 50% of my stuff. Maybe I don't know what I should say. But I like most YouTubers.
Mhm.
I felt bad for Jake
Why?
because you could tell his last video with evolutions
Oh, I
being
saw.
at 1,000. I'm like, man, he gave sound advice,
Mhm.
and it like I don't know if anyone has given him flack or anything, but you could tell he almost feels bad because yeah, people could have made money if they bought evolutions at $500,
Mhm.
but that doesn't change the fact that the advice is solid, and
Correct.
evolutions is as bad of an investment at 1,000 as it is at 500 for me
Correct.
personally.
Correct.
Like for me, I look at $1,000, and let's say you put that in the stock market, right? And it doubles every 7 years. In 14 years, that $1,000 is now $4,000. Like I don't see evolutions being $4,000 in 14 years. Personally, that's just me. That's the kind of like math I like to do to consider if something's a good investment. But maybe evolutions at $100 was, yeah, sure, that was good.
Yeah.
But that, I don't know. I just I don't know.
Uh,
I felt
I
bad for him
Mhm.
because he's given good advice, but this is a crazy market,
It is.
and I'm doing stuff that I would never do.
Yeah. And the evolution Charizard went down raw. Back then with all the hype, it was selling for 280. Now I saw on Facebook people are trying to sell it for like $100 because they're getting pulled left and right with all these pack opening channels that Charizard's pulling left and right, and it's been 4 years of that. But if people were to invest in evolution, like I said, still booster box. There's a lot out there, and but it's very tough. Um, I think he gave really sound advice, but there's one thing that I will say, and again, it's my own personal opinion. I will never invest in single of evolution singles. Nothing, nothing. I will not. That's my
Uh,
honest opinion. So
I think, yeah. So this is really bad, but I'm sending these three in. These are evolutions. I think it's a Dragonite EX
uh-huh.
and the glass, stained glass, not stained glass, the fragmented glass hollow. I'm sending them in to be graded because they're selling for $100 right now. This Pikachu in a 10 is selling for 400. I don't know how long that's going to last, but I'm pretty confident that the market is going to stay crazy for a long time, for at least the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm grading cards that I would have never graded. I pulled these three cards and sleeved them in 2016. And I'm sending them in now. Cracked ice. Sorry. Yeah, thanks, Watsy. SGR, I did not hit the 100K. I hit just over 60 by the end of December. And I'm probably not going to do a base box. If I do, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens in. I don't know. It's tough for me to buy anything right now. I'm just so. I feel like I'm like super cautious because
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of cash to just be sitting on. I got to figure out what taxes are going to look like too, but I don't want to like just be irrational with it. And yeah, I'm trying to make 100K this year. I'm gonna just go for it. That's like a goal I have. And if I end up with 160K and the market never fixes itself and stabilizes and gets to a point where I'm comfortable, then I will go into another investment. If there's any kind of crash anywhere else, which I think is completely possible, then that's where I'll take my money. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Grading
Wow.
garbage in evolutions, but there's apparently sleepers.
There's people buying it. That's the thing. They're grading it, but there's people buying it, and they're new collectors. And someone in the end is going to get burnt. That's what it is. Someone in the end is going to get burnt. So, but that's my honest opinion. I would not invest in any cards in evolution. It's 4 years. 4 years. It's just way overprinted. Until now, they're pulling cards left and right, and there's so many PSA cards out there. Once they come back, that's where you'll see the cards being stable. I would not. That's my honest opinion. But again,
yeah, don't buy when I get my cards graded and I post them to sell. Do not buy them. Right? Do not buy cards. I don't care. I think they'll probably get 9s or 10s. I mean, don't buy them. And
so
I am only
honest.
doing that because what's that?
I
What's
said
that?
you're so honest.
Yeah. Except when I sell them in the market in 2 months. But yeah. Let's see what else.
I'm stuck in a rock and a hard place as well. I sold out in 2012, 2013, 2015, and I don't want to now. This has cost PokeGal over 400K because that's wow. SGR, the thing is that you can't beat yourself up for this because nobody saw this coming. Nobody. I buy a lot of collections from shopgoodwill.com. And so there's a donation center at shopgoodwill.com, and you can go there and you can buy collections like Pokemon collection. And I live about, I say, 12 minutes away from that place. So
Really?
yeah, like 12 minutes back then in like
Nice.
2016, 2015, I would go to that place, to the donation center, and says, do you guys have any collections that you guys want to sell? And they would tell you, yeah, I have this, and they will have that. And back then, Pokemon, people were just giving their Pokemon cards away to Shop Goodwill. During my collection video, I was telling people that I bought 6, or is it 3 or 4, I forgot, Evolution Charizard for $30 from Shop Goodwill. So don't blame yourself. You don't see this happening, and a lot of people I know sold out on that, and it's hard now. But that's why I think the people that are making the most money right now in this hobby are the collectors, not the people that come in and to make a quick buck. That's my opinion. Anyways, I want to know your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, there was most of my, I was talking with my wife in like March, April, May, when the market went crazy. And I was like, this is nuts, you know. Like, look at this card. This card's $1,500. Or look at this card. This thing's selling for $2,000. And I'm like, it's a bubble. And she's like, well, sell. If it's a bubble, it'll come back down, right? And I'm like, well, I don't really want to sell. I had always pictured that I would have these cards for 10 or 20 years before anything like this, any of these kind of prices would have been realized. And instead of like doing, 5 years like this, and then in 2020 do this, I thought it would be like just gradual. Well, it took me like 2 or 3 months to actually say, okay, I'm going to sell. That made me more money than anything else, because I made more money holding and uh, and just getting by accident selling at an even higher time. And
Mm-hmm.
then there's some cards like the PSA 9 Charizard. I think I sold it for like $1,200. Well, that
Mm-hmm.
card 3 months later in October sold for 7,200, 60 some hundred,
Mm-hmm.
5,800. I don't feel bad about that at all. In fact, the amount of pressure that was relieved when I finally started selling was major. I was way too stressed about Pokemon at the time. And I looked at it and I just was happy actually that I wasn't involved in all of it. It was just madness.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got lucky again. I was doing a video in my 2020 wrap up, and I
Mm-hmm.
found like 4 or 5 PSA cards that I forgot I had put in the Champions Path ETB. Well, those things were selling for like $30, and then after the whole waifu thing, they sold for 500, or they were selling for $40, and then Red's Pikachu selling for 200. And I like you luck box into a lot of this stuff. I don't think anybody can shoot themselves in the foot over anything.
Wow. That's true. That's very true. Do you make money off selling cards, Swami? Well, there you go. That's the question we have there. I know you said I barely sell, Travis. I barely sell. I barely sell. So the question on the screen is: selling cards consider your secondary income?
I always sold only so that I had enough cash to buy more collections.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I wouldn't sell cards unless like if it got to the point where I was like, okay, I have $1,000 and I can basically get any collection that pops
Mm-hmm.
up, whether it's Goodwill auctions or
Mm-hmm.
a storage unit purchase or
Mm-hmm.
Craigslist or eBay.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just float that, and if I did make a collection purchase and my cash went down to 400 or 500, I would just sell back to 1,000. So I never really sold for money. And the only reason I'm selling now is because I think I'm getting way too much money for these cards personally. And then I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's not like I've never needed to sell Pokemon cards for a living or anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, SGR. I would not invest in Hidden Fates or Evolution. That again, that's my opinion, and I don't want to be called negative, but because it's so saturated. And the thing is that why are some boxes so expensive? Because people don't see this coming. But here, you can go on Burbank, you can go to Pokemon World, you can go to Facebook groups, you can see people just storing sealed products everywhere. Although I do think it's the safest investment, it's probably those two sets are probably not the best. Maybe that's where I'm trying to convey. But again, that's my opinion. Because I do have sealed products, and um, I'm sure I have you know that I'm selling some from my opening, my launching, selling some generation packs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought them back then for $2 each. I bought them for 3 years ago, $2 each. Yeah, and then $2. So I'm selling them.
I was showing somebody that post and on Discord last night, and they have 46 boxes of the generations where you get the Charizard EX or the Blastoise EX.
Hold on.
Those promos? He has like,
guys.
The Pikachu, the Charizard, and the Blastoise. I think those are awesome. Yes. I love those. Yeah, I actually have that little toy.
I have like 50 of these in my storage, so
those are amazing. I mean, the promo inside is almost all 3 of those are great.
Oh, it's all dusty. Yeah, I got like a bunch.
It's very expensive now, but yeah, that's awesome.
The Curse of
I have
Collectors.
some sealed.
I don't sell. Yeah, you do have that. Yeah, I don't. I rarely sell. And it's funny because every time I make a post and I do a live stream, I will always get a message, are you selling this? Are you selling that? And I always say I just don't sell. And I honestly think this collection of mine will probably a lifetime collection. A lifetime collection. I think if anything would happen to me,
Crazy.
the
That's
the
awesome.
animal rescue will someone's gonna be very lucky whenever I pass. But yeah, it's I
think
kid
we're
you not.
all lucky that you have
I
this.
had to go make a trust for this because I told my mom, I told you this, like I told my mom, if anything happened to me, make sure the collection's worth a lot. She goes, honey, it's only worth $200. And I was like, oh. She's gonna go on Craigslist and she's gonna be like, Pokemon collection for my daughter, $200. I think she would just, she's funny. But yeah.
Oh man. I think we're all lucky that you have that. I
You
think
can
that's
sell at the
cool.
wrong time because a card you might sell for 10K and you might thought, exactly. The Cat's Meow sold her first edition, or is it first edition of Shadowless Charizard? And I know it was Shadows. I'm not sure it was first edition or not, but she sold it for 8,000, I believe. And I think in like 2 weeks later, it went up to 16,000. So she regretted that. But it's a risk that we all take. We either win or we lose. Swami, do you remember your very first Pokemon card or Pokemon product? That's a great question.
Yeah, I remember Arcanine base set. Like it's burned into my memory. I don't know if it was his attack damage or the artwork, or I had Pokemon Blue, and I don't think I could get Arcanine in Pokemon Blue. I think Growlithe was in Pokemon Red. Anyway, always loved Arcanine from base set.
Mm-hmm. Very nice question. Okay, and biggest regret in your collecting days?
Biggest regret. I don't have too many regrets. I don't think I have any regrets. I never really sold anything that I didn't really have to think hard about because like I said, when I needed to up the money pot again, like I really thought hard about which cards I wanted to keep and which ones were going to fund the next collection buy. And I mean, maybe not buying more. When I've talked with Jake from Pokenomics.
Uh-huh.
And it's incredible to me how he saw the value by looking at the prices, looking at the population reports of, first edition cards, for example, and recognizing that there was a lot of potential in Pokemon. I never saw it. I always enjoyed it as a hobby, but it never dawned on me to think that like a 2020 could happen, or even a 2020 stretched out over a period of 5 years or something. You know what I mean? I never. That's probably a good regret that I didn't recognize. Like I always loved it. Why didn't I think other people would love Pokemon cards? I don't know. Do you have any regrets?
I do. Well, I have a couple. I'm more established now, but about, I think I said this in the last stream because I keep regretting it. But I had my friend. He had 6 base sealed booster boxes, and he would sell them for
I remember you.
I think it was like 300. I forgot. It was $350 or something. I bought 2, and he said, "I need to sell the rest. Do you know anybody?" And back then, I mean, back then I had money, but not like, okay, I'm gonna go crazy and just buy Pokemon cards. But back then I was more conservative, and I said, I'm gonna pass. But Anyways,
Hey, yeah, that's like
anyways, and he had
exactly
a
what.
hard time. You guys, he had a hard time selling them. I think it was like 5 years ago for like 350. He could not sell them. Craigslist,
Crazy.
everything. He could not sell them for $350 5 years ago. For I think it was a it was not shadowless, it was just a regular base set. Now I think someone was selling them for 28,000. I don't know if it's sold or not, but I think my friend was selling it for 28,000. Another friend. It's crazy times, but no, I did not see the seal booster boxes coming up to that much. I knew they would increase, but not to the extent now. But I mean, I think I like your answer a lot. I'm very happy where I am now because I love Pokemon cards. I genuinely love collecting. And that's why I don't sell. And
It's
that's
a good
why
place to be.
exactly. And people always ask me, how do you make so much money? It's because I collect what I love, and making money is second to me, probably even third. It's not there, but I don't sell. The reason why I'm doing the whole opening packs is um just for promotion. That's it. If it wasn't for my website, I probably wouldn't even sell. Oh. Am I the only one think that Champion's Path is nope. I absolutely agree. What do you think about that?
Champion's Path. I mean, so I pack battled SGR with Champion's Path, and I pulled a Charizard VMAX out of there. So I love Champion's Path. I mean, how could I not?
Oh, that's your reason why. Okay. Oh
Yeah.
God. No, I would not collect on that either. It's just the only thing is set for the Charizard. But well, I feel like
mean,
I'm very negative towards modern. Maybe that's I should not. I should be.
well, like the Charizards, I don't think they've ever. So the first Charizard trophies
Mm-hmm.
came out this year, and it was the V and the VMAX, and I was really happy that they put it in a set because could you imagine? Oh man, I would have been so jealous to see like other PokeTubers like, oh, check out my Charizard trophy card, and I'm never gonna buy, thousands. Like, I think the Charizard VMAX, I think there's like 800 of them or 600, just sold for $26,000. I mean, that card could go to the moon. I mean, it's a very limited card. It's a Charizard. It's a VMAX. But I was kind of glad that we were able to get a cheap version of a trophy card. Personally, that's like the biggest upside to Champion's Path. But yeah, it's kind of
true. Okay. My biggest regret is letting my parents take my collection for sure. I agree. My mom tried to throw some of it away back then. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. As for regrets, I told you I missed out on a case of Skyridge, and back then, 2012. You've got, yep, exactly. Exactly. I think about even 2 years ago, you can go on OfferUp, and you can even go on eBay, and you can buy a complete set of base for like $90. I did that. I would like to say that Vivid Voltage is probably the best base set in generation, unless it's outshine Shining Fates. And by the way, I agree. I agree. What do you think about that? About Vivid Voltage?
So the one comment before about Gracieon's, I love Gracieon's videos. I don't know if you've seen her.
No, who is she?
She is out of Japan, and I believe she's. Oh gosh, I don't want to say.
Is she on YouTube?
She's British.
Is she on YouTube?
Yeah. Okay, check her out. She has these awesome videos, and she goes to the Pokemon Center, or she'll go to like a Pokemon cafe. I love those videos. It's so cool. I want to go to Japan just to go to one of these Pokemon centers because you should check her out. definitely check her out. Don't forget to do that. She's
I
got
will.
like she opens up the Kanazawa box.
Mhm.
I really like her channel, but like I've seen the Pokemon Center on her channel, and I wish we had a Pokemon Center here.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
look awesome. They look like so much fun.
Yeah.
And I think
Absolutely.
Vivid, yes, Vivid is. I still can't pull a Nessa. I pulled a Nessa on Polish Rob's stream. I actually bought some blisters off his stream, and I got the Nessa. Vivid Voltage is amazing because of the amazing rares. I love those things. I think Shining Fates is going to have amazing rares too, right?
Yes, I'm not too sure. I haven't even looked into that set. I'm still way
I love
behind.
the
I'm still
amazing
Vivid
rares.
Voltage. I'm still a bit way behind. But I'm waiting for the price to drop. And I'm gonna say it's gonna drop. It's not gonna be 200 and you're showing me
Like
the
these.
Rayquaza.
I
Yeah.
love these. I'm
Yeah.
getting them graded. But
Yeah.
like, oh man, these are beautiful cards. They really are.
They are. They are. They are. I love these type of non-Pokemon question. Swami, non-Pokemon question. Who is your favorite Marvel and slash DC superhero slash villain? That's such a great question.
The villain, okay. Venom from Marvel or the Joker from DC. I really like Venom.
Joker?
I love like Oob from Dragon Ball Z. They have this kind of like body that can just kind of go with the flow. It's almost like a liquid. And I just always loved how like Venom could take a bullet, and if it's not hitting the body and it's hitting like the the symbiote, it just goes through the symbiote no problem. And yeah, do you have a favorite villain? I think Joker's a hero, by the way.
You think so? Why?
Who's your favorite hero? Like superhero?
I like Iron Man. Let's see. I also like Superman,
Iron
but
Man's
maybe it's because I have a crush on the actor, so that should be very different. But
Oh wow.
It's he's
My buddy just won an argument, just by the way.
did what?
My buddy just won an argument. I think that actor is great as The Witcher. I don't personally. I think he's kind of boring, but he's good looking, right? But anyway, me and my buddy had a whole conversation.
Henry's very, 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 very good looking. Yeah, she's from the UK. Shreddy Break interviewed her. Those are possible. Okay, cool. I do want to focus on this channel on just doing more broadcasts. I'm not planning to open any time packs. Eventually, I'll open more. Eventually, and trust me, the people that are here that I remember, 10 viewers. Oh my God! Guess we have Jake here, you guys. But
Hey,
the people
Jake.
that are here, I will remember you guys. Trust me. Hopefully this channel is gonna go big. That's my goal. But I work a lot, so I want to focus on. Is missing the Raikou. The Rayquaza has a markup all over it. Two of my favorites. Hey Jake, how are you? I invited him on the Cat's Meow. I'm glad you made it here. Wait, the Joker's a hero. I know, I said the exact same thing. The Joker's a hero. So we're gonna go back to the questions. What give some advice in regards to collecting Pokemon cards? If I am a new collector, what are some advice can you?
Well, I always like to say MSRP is the best. And then, just stay within a budget. The thing that can get you with Pokemon is you can overspend very easy. You can get, like, you probably know how this feels. Like you buy some cards and you're like, you get it in the mail and you're like, oh my gosh, now I want this, this, and this. And there's no rush. There'll always be a card out there. And just if you are, I would get a hold of PokeGal if you are going to spend a lot of money or if you're nervous, because she'll help you out. She'll tell you where to get the best deal.
Oh, I was telling you guys, I don't have a fear of missing out. I wait for the card. I barely open any packs, but I'm just repeating myself. So if I like the card, I go out and I get the card. And that's how the Cat's Meow does it too. She just buys the master set. And in the end, you save so much money. And all the money that you spent opening packs, you can go out and buy silk products, keep them, buy promo cards, and that's just so much. But I get it. People want to open packs as long as they are not thinking opening packs is a good way to invest. Absolutely wrong.
I would check out Japanese too.
Oh yeah.
Japanese, like if you really want to open packs, Japanese is a great way to just collect cards because it's a lot cheaper. I mean, you know, who knows how much you're going to pay to get Shining Fates. If you live in a busy area and your Target or Walmart the shelves are just always gone, like go back to Shiny Star V and collect it. And the hit rates are great. You'll enjoy the box. That's a great way to collect. That's kind of the way I started.
Even the Japanese boxes, I think is it Vivid Tackle? I think they went up to like $95. They used to be $85. It went up to $95. I think so. But I think everything's going up, but like I said, I don't.
We actually, it is. I mean, Plaza Japan and Hello Japan. Those places always have pretty much the best price. Just throwing that out there for Japanese.
Oh yes, check out his video, guys. I did. So I've been learning how to actually
for Yahoo Japan.
Yeah, Yahoo Japan. Yeah, I saw.
I get the most feedback on that video, but yeah, I love Yahoo Japan. It's like a little playground.
Jake wants to know, what do you guys think of Evolution Booster Box hitting 1K and the huge demand for special delivery Pikachu and the special delivery Charizard? We did talk about it a little bit. Actually, we talked about it a lot at the beginning of the stream.
we talked.
That's all we talked about, like for like 30 minutes. If you want to reiterate,
I even brought your video up, Jake.
Yeah.
Saying, I felt bad because I believe in the approach that you share. And I felt bad because I could tell you felt a little bit bad because people could have made money on evolutions. But that doesn't mean that makes any sense at all.
Yeah.
So, and then the special delivery Pikachu, we talked about it hitting 6,000. I was watching an auction last night with $6,000 with like 3 days left, and doesn't make a lot of sense. And it's tough to collect in this market.
It is.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that.
I really quickly, I just don't want to beat a dead horse, but I am not a fan of Evolution. I will not invest in any single cards of Evolution, but that's just me. Because I was there when the hype was there, and then the hype died, and then the hype went up, and then it died. I would not. With 4 years, it's just a huge risk for me. I would not invest in anything in Evolution. But again, I don't want to sound negative. That's my opinion. If I had 1,000, and I would not invest in special delivery Pikachu as well, because the reprint, the risk of it being reprinted is so high. Pokemon is all about the money. Well, they are a company, and I could see them saying, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna run this promotion again." But that's just my opinion, and
then with Evolutions,
I would not do.
Like, why would you spend 1,000 on an Evolutions booster box when the ETB $675 for the same amount of booster packs? Even and that's ridiculous too. $675 is ridiculous to pay. But why is there a disparity there? Why are we paying? Why could you get the same amount of packs for $675 over 1,000? And I also saw somebody bought a case of XY Evolution's booster boxes for $10,000. Clearly, whoever bought that doesn't know that there's only 6 boxes in a case. They're thinking of an ETB like 10 in a case, and it's tough. It's tough to trust a market that's that crazy.
Correct. All those generations in the back, yeah. I'm a sealed collector, you guys, so I have a lot of sealed products. I wish I don't want to move the angle, the camera. If it was on a little bit the side, the more sealed collection. I collect sealed products, so.
I like the cookie jar.
Like cookie jar.
The cookie jar. That's a cookie jar, isn't it?
What?
That
This?
meow.
Oh no, that's
No, the meow.
That's when they have that. Oh my god, where did I go? No, that's not. That's a. My goodness, I called. It's you drink with it. Oh my god, I'm blanking out. You guys, help me out. I'll go get it. I'm wearing my pajamas. Okay, so it's cold. I was like, I'm not gonna wear jeans.
It's all right. I'm in shorts.
It's not a cookie. It's
Oh, okay, cool.
What is this called? What is this called?
That's awesome.
You drink with it. It's
like
you get it at Universal
like
Hollywood. You know, when you go to like Universal, you're like, if you buy $20 of this, you get the collector. Whatever. I'm blanking out.
Were you with your mom? And you're like, Mom, we're getting that right there. We're spending $20.
Yeah, $20.
Like
Unlimited refills. I loved it. These are the lights, anyways, with what's going on.
Really cool.
Guys, thanks. Well, it's gonna be almost 2 hours. I gotta get going soon. So any last questions, let me know. We're gonna finish the rest, and then we're gonna do the giveaway. So, okay. Alright. Always impressed of how critical your advice is. Yes, Jake, thank you so much, because I was really impressed, and I keep talking, keep speaking the truth, because I really, really like it. And I mean, yes, sometimes opinions do differ, but it is the truth, and just keep going and keep speaking the truth. People really do that. So yes, Shiny Star V brought a huge attention to the market, to the Japanese market. Yeah, absolutely. PokeGal, I got a stable enough to buy Pokemon cards again. I really want to get Hidden Fates product as well as Shining Fates to get it released. Where do you suggest I should do? Where do you buy your products?
I buy off of Hello Japan, and I usually it's about $25 to ship because it's DHL, it's overseas, but I get all of it off of Hello Japan or Plaza Japan, and like I have 8 boxes of Shiny Star V, and so I divide 24 by 8, and what is that? It's it comes out to like $3 per box or something. So the more boxes you can buy, the lower on the shipping. It gets a little technical, but like I got all my Shiny Star V for $69 or $68 plus shipping each. So
I buy it from my local
shop.
Huh? Sorry.
Oh, but that's Japanese.
Oh,
you talk English?
I think Marco's talking about, is it Japanese or English? Probably English at that point.
Shiny Star V. Let's see.
Marco says, I got stable enough to buy Pokemon cards again. I really want to get Hidden Fates product as well as Shiny Fates. Okay, Hidden Fates may be hard because even my distributors don't have any Hidden Fates right now. That's hard. But for Shining Fates, are you buying Shining Fates at all, Swami?
If I find it at MSRP, that's like I've had 6 years of MSRP. I have a tough time paying more than that. So I have yet to buy Hidden Fates because I have yet to find it. So
Yeah,
I'm
even
very
Sugar's hard.
patient too.
But you probably will find the ETBs by the end of February. Because, like I said at the beginning of the videos, I heard that they're making another wave of ETBs for Hidden Fates end of February. That's what I heard.
I'll be looking.
Gotcha. Let me know.
I mean,
So I just go to my local card shop and I support. The place that I go to is J&J Comics. I made a video about it yesterday. But if I buy it online, I buy it Safari Zone Collectibles. Search on Facebook Safari Zone Collectibles. Um, I I said I do not have a fear of missing out. I do not buy any products that's newly released if it's above MSRP. I wait. Champions Path, when the ETBs came out, they were selling for like 120. People going nuts. Now I can go to my local card shop and buy for like 60 or $50, whatever it is. But the prices went down dramatically. I wait. And
wait,
that's I wait. I do
Shining
not.
Fates. I was telling somebody I'll buy
Uh-huh.
Shining Fates in 2022.
That's
It's like
probably reprint a lot, but the best way
2022.
22, the best way for a new collector to get a Charizard in a PST from any new set. I'm not sure what he means
Yeah.
by angry.
He's
Yes, it is.
SGR is just saying make money.
I made another video today on reprints and other collectible categories, showing how they've done terribly over time. Evolutions is that's very true. Exactly, that's what I was saying, Jake. Exactly with Roaring Skies. Exactly. About I think
yeah,
like
he thought of
exactly
the
a
same
couple
example.
about like 6 months ago you could even get Roaring Skies for 100. And what was his name? The Game Capital. We talked and he said I made a terrible investment in Roaring Sky. He said it because when he noticed the booster boxes were going for 250, he went out and he got a whole bunch. Bang, reprint. And back then it
FOMO.
was different. All right. Angry Weird, I'm so happy. Okay. Yeah. Guido's my favorite Pokemon. You know, Pikachu and Bidoof are my two favorite Pokemon.
Badoof.
Bidoof! Bidoof! Oh my god, he's so cute. Bidoof.
He looks like a Badoof.
I
Like I don't know where
know,
that word came
Bidoof.
from, but he looks like a
Yeah,
Badoof.
yeah. And a couple of years ago, there was a video on YouTube where people were just saying Bidoof, Bidoof. It was so funny. Maybe I should change my. You know what? I'm gonna change PokeGal and put a Bidoof instead of Pikachu. So, do you have your collection posted somewhere? It's first time counting for this Charizard. I'll post on Reddit. Do you have your collection posted at all?
No, I don't. In fact, half of my collection is sold off now. So, like my Instagram, I made so that I could talk to PokeGal.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Seriously,
true.
and then I didn't have a Facebook, but I made that to talk to you. So,
That is true.
yeah. I mean, I have a lot of stuff on my videos that I've shown, but
yeah, that is true.
just go look at her collection. It's way better.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is. That's all right. I'm not upset.
That's not true. You'll never see them and Scalper stop the store. That's really true. I actually have a friend that works at Walmart, at my local Walmart, and they said that they would know when I think it's MG Holding that restocks them. They'll know when the people that come and restock, and there'll be like a line of people just buying all the sports cards and yeah.
There has been twice if I'm randomly in a Target. It's been twice. I'll go by and I won't even get within 50 feet because I see people they look stressed, and I'm like, nah, I'm all right. I'm good.
All right, guys. Any final question? Because it's been a 2-hour mark, and I have a lot of things to do tomorrow. But first and foremost, I would like to thank you, everybody in the chat, all the viewers. I will remember every single one of you guys. Believe me, that when this channel gets big, I have a goal in mind. I believe in the law of attraction, and I believe in, first and foremost, I believe in working really hard. I work full time. I work about 3 jobs. I have a lot. Just to get things going. I do touring on the side, animal rescue on the side, but I will work really hard with this channel to get it more. And I will remember everybody, especially the Cat's Meow Swami, everybody that helped me here and just sing.
Everybody here.
Everybody and Swami, I can't thank you enough. But if there's any final question, let me know. Let us know. And Swami also has a giveaway to give you guys as well.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this is the Munch binder. You can fit like 4 cards, and it's yeah. If you guys want, go email me shinyswami@gmail.com and just
Write it
yeah,
down.
let me know. And
type it down. So type it down, Swami.
it's, if you go to any of my videos, I pretty much put it underneath. I think I did most of them. But yeah, no, this was fun. I really like PokeGal. I figured that pretty quick, just from kind of like I don't know, the messages you had, and I would see your comments, and you were very protective over the community, and I really liked that because I had that same feeling at the time. And yeah, I skipped a weekend last weekend, but I usually like to get a video out once a week, and I think I'm gonna just start making fun videos because I'm a downer. I'm a bear, and I don't believe in all the prices, but I do love Pokemon. I do still buy Japanese products, and like I'm gonna do skits. It'll be like a pack opening, but it'll be like a fun
so funny.
skit. Yeah.
Oh god, that skit was
I got costumes. So that's kind of like, I'm just gonna try and have more fun and be light.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, everyone. That was a blast.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. There's a unique pattern that the sealed boxes have to go up in prices where you get involved. I won't go in depth due to times changing. Next time, this kind of live stream shows the compassion of this hobby. I'm sure that in the long run, even with bigger letters, top video. Thank you so much. Yes, I do animal rescue, usually more of a cat rescue. I know how to do like 501c3, so I want to give back to the cat rescue. And this live stream, I just want to support Tong's Feline Foster, which is an animal rescue that I'm involved with, and they save a lot of cats, a lot of dogs. They're in need of donations because they rescue a lot of animals with medical needs. Type in, if you're on Facebook, Tong's Feline Foster, you will see all the red cats that the founders rescue. Great people, great community, and that's my goal. And my goal is, when I do the live streams for claimsales.com, at least 10 to 15% of what I bring in will go to animal rescue. I do want to give back to the community and to animal rescue. That's definitely my goal. Absolutely, Jekyll would love to be in the channel. Okay, guys. All right, Swami, I'm gonna end it, and I'm gonna go do the giveaway. Okay. Thank you again, Swami. Bye.
That was fun.
Absolutely.
See ya.
All right, guys. I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but thank you for sticking by. This is Can you hear me now? I'm sorry about that, you guys. I'm really sorry. Sorry about that. So, you can't hear me now? Oh, darn it. How about now? Can you hear me now? Uh-oh. Oh, yay. Okay. So I have that Charizard there. I'm meeting a friend, and he's gonna sell me about 5 of these cards from my collection. 2 I'm gonna give away. And because he lets me pick and I get to see the cards tonight, I'm giving 2 away to you guys. It doesn't matter where you guys are at, doesn't matter. I will ship this card to you for free. And Exterminator, I knew you will be on today, so I didn't ship it out. Your gift yesterday, not your gift, but your giveaway. If you win, this card will be included as well. So I'm glad I didn't ship it out. But there will be 2 winners. So these are the cards. This is the card that I'll be giving out. So what I'm gonna do is there's only 12 of you guys watching, so let's pick 1 to 100, okay? Because last time I did 50 and everybody was picking duplicate numbers. So 1 to 100, and this is the Price is Right. Whoever closest to that number wins. If you're over that number, which I'm gonna do a random number pick, loses. Of course not loses, but out of the giveaway. So 1 to 100. Don't type anything yet. I'm gonna type in pick 1 to 100. Pick. All right, guys. 1 to 100. Pick now. There's only 12 of you guys, so 2 of them are you guys. 2 of them's gonna win. And that's the card that I'm going to. Oh, pick once. Pick only once. Sorry about that. Pick only one. One time, you guys. One time. So I'm meeting with him at about 8:30. So that's why I was like, I gotta get going. And I'll pick the best condition for you guys, and I'll ship it to you. Please message me if you guys have me on Facebook. Message me on Facebook, on Discord with your address. So 1 to 60. Okay. 63. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So about 8 more people. I guess I'm gonna stop in like a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna stop it now. So the chance of whoever guesses is pretty high, very high to win. So you guys deserve it. You guys stayed throughout the stream. You guys definitely deserve it. All right. Okay. Yep, I agree. The chances are pretty good. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go to my desktop. Okay. I'm gonna switch it over. 1 second, you guys. I'm gonna switch over to desktop. All right. It's getting switched over right now. Okay, do you guys see the number generator screen yet? Do you guys see that yet? The random.org screen? Okay, great. Perfect. Good luck, everyone. Let's do it. Okay, so the first winner is 98. So if you guess over 98, you are out. I don't think anyone gets over 98. But who's closest to 98? I think it's CJ. No, yeah. I think it's CJ. I think it's CJ. Am I right? Am I right? Perfect. Okay. CJ, can you message me on Facebook or Discord with your address, please, so I can send that out to you? And let's say if he does not have that card, but I know he does. He's my friend. I will send you something else, a replacement. We'll talk about it, but you're definitely gonna win something. But I'm positive this is the card that you're gonna get. Okay, so CJ, hey, you stuck through. Nice. All right, the next second winner is. All right, I'm gonna generate 83. Okay, CJ, you're out. So 83, 39, 23. Oh, SGR. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. I think it's CJ and SGR. Double check for me. Yep. Okay, cool. I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay. So SGR, please message me on Discord or Facebook. All my Instagram. If you click on the description, it shows my Instagram, my Facebook. Message me, please. Get the address so I can get your address, and I should ship everything out on Monday. Yep. Yeah, you won. Okay. Perfect. All right, message me, okay, you guys. I gotta get going. I'm gonna go pick up the cards now because I gotta meet him at 8:30. But before I go, I would like to thank everybody in the chat, Swami, for joining in. You guys are just amazing, and I will catch you guys on Royalty Gaming if I come back in time and his stream hasn't ended yet. And my webcam's not even working right now. It's a blank screen. But I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate you guys and thank you so much. And I will be live streaming every week, every Saturday. Please do subscribe because my goal is to get 1,000 by the end of February.